want to hit people with garbage can lids. All right, now I got to cut you. Come on, nigga. Come on.
All right, now, Vera, I ain't playing no more. You put that razor away. Bitch, you put that goddamn razor away. I'ma blow your goddamn pinky toe off.
Oh, now you want to shoot me in my pinky toe. Well, go ahead, quick. There it is. Go ahead. Blow it off.
All right, now, you gonna be a nine-toe having, lipping this ass bitch through Harlem if you don't stop fucking with me. Now, put the razor away, Vera. I ain't playing.
You must be crazy to pull your gun on me. Well, come on, quick. Go and shoot it. There it is. Go ahead. Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tyra here with another struggle review, here to discuss Harlem Nights. Now, this movie is from 1989 and it literally stars everybody. Now, before I get into all things Eddie Murphy, Red Foxx, Richard Pryor, Robin Harris, Della, Reese, I need you guys to drop down and subscribe to my channel and like this video. I'm gonna give you guys a moment to do that, and then we're gonna come back and discuss. I mean, when you say, you know, stuff like classic, sometimes it can be understated. But this movie right here is definitely a classic. What I consider to be a classic, especially as far as comedy, if you can come back over and over and over again and laugh like the first time you ever watched it, that's good shit right there.
Go back.
Now that you guys have hopefully subscribed to see more of me, let's get into this video. But before we jump into the movie, I have to give a shout out to the person who paid for and requested this content. So if you happen to kiss my entire ass in this video, it's not because of me, it's because of this person right here. Thank you so much for supporting me and paying for this content. Now, getting into this movie and what a lot of people don't know, I don't know why, I guess reading is fundamental. This movie was produced, written, and directed all by Eddie Murphy. Now, after writing the story for Coming to America, Eddie Murphy really wanted to see if he had what it takes to do everything. Not only writing the story, producing the story, and also directing. This movie went on to become a cult classic, but it actually received a Razzie for Worst Film, and it has a whopping 25% on Rotten Tomatoes. Boo! Tomatoes, 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 throwing tomatoes. I have no clue what you guys are talking about. I always felt like this movie was really funny, really great. Like, I love the collective, especially of like comedic royalty that we get in this film, and I'm glad that he even put it together. Like, if I had my Mount Rushmore of just comedic geniuses, like, it would definitely be Red Foxx, Richard Pryor, Paul Mooney, Eddie Murphy. And we don't get no Paul, but everybody for the most part is here, and that is absolutely amazing. But in all honesty, even though the movie was successful, Eddie Murphy felt like this was a lackluster delivery on his part. He felt like this film was all one big blur. He felt like he took way too much time out just idolizing Richard Pryor instead of doing his job. He felt like he was too young. It was a whole lot of partying going on, and that he just basically threw this script together, and that he did not desire the flair he thought he would for directing. And I just want to say that if this is you at your worst, I would hate to see you at your best. If this is you throwing a couple of things together, not really doing your best as far as directing because this was you at a younger age and you were doing other stuff, I would love to see him full on commit to directing and writing a script. I do believe that he did do some writing for Vampire in Brooklyn, but beyond that, I don't think we got a whole lot, and I feel like if he really wanted to, Eddie Murphy could write a bum-ass movie. Now, immediately when the movie starts, you are just engulfed in the setting, in the time period. I think it's a really genius idea to take some of these people with this outrageous stand-up and comedic timing and place them in a early 1930s, 1920s, 1940s setting. It just enhances the comedy so much. It kind of made me think of Life and how we have him there with Martin Lawrence and, you know, Bernie Mac. It just adds so much to the movie. And then we also have this movie coming from, you know, the late 80s, early 90s. Everything feels really rich and realized in the movie, all the way down from everybody's wardrobe to just the sets. Everything feels really real and fully fleshed out. So right away, we have the movie start and we have a little tray come in and say, hey, y'all want to see a dead body? Absolutely not really, but we do have a snagger-tooth motherfucker who bet not crap out. I bet not crap, because you decided to let a very young kid named Quick come in this room and they bad luck. Come on, Six, with your funky ass. I've been waiting on you all day. Like, there is non-stop comedy 24/7 coming from this movie. There is never ever a dull moment. We immediately have Sugar here gaining a brand new son and Quick, who's really quick with his hands because everybody dead. Did you kill him? No, they just dead. I don't want no damn ice cream. Like, the comedy just flows effortlessly through the script, and we just do not get that anymore. We have so much comedy today, it just tries way too hard just to be funny, and it ends up not being fucking funny anyway. Like, hilarious. You love it from start to finish. Now we also have Richard Pryor here as a very low-key, understated Sugar here. And watching this before, I never understood why I felt like his performance here was so much different than the Richard Pryor that we had seen earlier on in his previous films, you know, on from, you know, the 70s, the 80s, up until what we got here with this film. But to find out that he was actually struggling with MS, and he chose to keep it a secret, and absolutely nobody on set knew about it, not even Eddie Murphy, not until way later on in life. But to see that he is still, you know, standing and he's still funny, it's a more, you know, quiet and reserved funny, but he's still very here and capable in pushing through the sickness of MS. That is very much so amazing. And just the film as a whole, it always felt like we got the tamer Richard Pryor here. Not that he was any less funny, but this was kind of him passing on the torch to Eddie Murphy. And even though Eddie Murphy wasn't happy with the film, I will always love the film for that reason alone. Now, even though the writing is not perfect for this movie, it does flow really well. It does have consistency, and it's gonna always be funny. Even when we get into meeting characters like Dominique LaRue. Like, when I tell you and watching this movie, like, I don't know what they did. Like, Jasmine Guy is just beautiful in general, but the vibrant, luminous, fluorescent, just drop dead old Hollywood gorgeousness that she gives in this movie is just impeccable. She looked flawless. The fact that this role was originally meant for Miss Michelle Michaels, I've seen you kill too many people, Nino. The fact that this was supposed to be for her and it was pretty much all set in stone, but due to some stuff between her and Eddie Murphy behind the scenes, the role later had to go to Jasmine Guy. I cannot even see her, and, you know, not that she, you know, can't act or she isn't equally beautiful, but it was like this was really meant for Jasmine Guy and the sultriness that she brought to the role. And this was probably the first time that I saw her outside of A Different World and actually realized that Whitley Gilbert Pookie was actually an accent and that she really didn't speak that way. And I can say the same for goddamn Tommy. Tommy here as Tommy yet again. Thomas Ford, you know, R.I.P. This was the first time that I realized that that goddamn Tommy laugh was not just a staple for Martin, and he actually laughed like that in real life. Now, I think the writing for the first half of the movie is really consistent and really good, really funny. So many moments to cherish here. Just even something simplistic as, you know, quick, why would she want a fat, nasty, greasy bastard like Calhoun? Or even just goddamn Sugar going over to Red Fox's table and asking him to put on his thick ass Coke bottle glasses so he could actually handle the crap game. The scenarios are set up really well. Everything is really transparent. You know, we have big bag Bugsy Calhoun, the big wig in Harlem, with his hands in a little bit of everything. He's really wealthy, he has his own club, and he is just downright jealous of anybody trying to grow and be productive outside of him, and wants a slice of everything Sugar Ray has to offer. You know, very much so giving off that Rosewood ass vibe. You know, how come that nigga get to have a piano in his living room, in his house? I ain't got no damn piano, and I'm white. How come this nigga gets to shine so bright on the nightclub scene and make all this money? I ain't got no piano. Very much giving that, and he is willing to exhaust everything just to undercut anybody. That's including using his henchmen, that's including the policeman that he has in his pocket, aka Sal, R.I.P. Sal, we're gonna boycott your fat pasta ash. He's even willing to sacrifice and use the beautiful Dominique LaRue, all to undercut Sugar Ray's business. They always hate. But in the process of Bugsy Calhoun trying to do everything to undermine Sugar Ray's business, trying to threaten him, trying to have the club shut down, having people arrested, you know, random raids, trying to have quick setup for whole cold-blooded ass murder, there is endless comedy on top of comedy until your freaking gut hurts. Like the iconic Eddie Murphy, Della, Reese, Alley fight scene. Like, that never, ever will get old. It is just still so funny. I think that, of course, the story could have been fleshed out a little bit better there because we didn't have a lot of time with Young Quick. But with, you know, everybody being dead, did you kill him? No, they just dead. Like, he has not, you know, been brought up with any set of particular morals. He's, you know, been having to take care of himself for some time. He is only, you know, protective as far as Sugar is concerned, but he doesn't really set many boundaries or have much respect for, you know, anything else. And if somebody comes at me and tries to, you know, cross me, disrespect me in any kind of way, no matter who they are, I'm probably gonna shoot your motherfucking ass. And that is including Vera. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Let's get it on, nigga. Like, Della Reese, her performance is really understated here. Like, just something as simple as her saying, you know, why would you do that? Leave a swallow in the container. Like, everything is just on the nose and really funny. And I think that's why we still laugh at it now, because they weren't trying to be funny. They were just genuinely funny people. And I think that's why this movie holds up so very well, because it's just so simple. Just Eddie Murphy just assuming that Vera, Della Reese's character, cannot handle herself because she is an older, I am in charge of the girls. Just because she is a woman of a certain age does not mean I cannot whoop your ass, which, you know, we have a character switching him later to where he gains a new respect for her and just realizes why she is, you know, worthy of the respect. Vera is a special kind of lady, and even though she is tough, you know, has that harder exterior, just like Quick, she is very much so a sensitive, nice soul, even though she will tell you to kiss her ass and not leave a goddamn swallow in the container, little old boy. Like, it is just so effortlessly funny. And I think that's a testament to the movie that Eddie Murphy says, you know, hey, this movie is pretty much a blur because that wasn't the funny shit to us. The funniest things that happen in this movie all happen off scene, you know, off camera. Ugh, that's the way it's supposed to be. I also really love the storyline and the consistent tone of the film with the era, even though it still can be, you know, applied to today with Sergeant Cantone and Bugsy Calhoun so badly wanting to take Sugar down and, you know, just take the club and just take everything he has. And it's like both of you have the means and the capability to be a success and be even more successful, with Calhoun already owning pretty much everything. But it's just like, I don't want you to have anything or have any success just because of who you are. Who are you? You are just a black man. You are not deserving of these things. Still, you know, giving a little injection of seriousness into the script, but we still roll right back over into that comedy with situations like the motherfucking heavyweight champ having a lisp and a stutter. Like, how dare we got goddamn sugar. You get ready to be a rich man, because come tomorrow, I'm knocking somebody's ass out. Like, taxi, goddamn it, taxi. Like, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. You don't want to be with no Creole girl. She gonna put a root on your ass. She gonna bury your drawers in the front yard, and then you can't leave the house. She gonna put that root on your ass. Like, I also really love the dynamic that we have here between Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor, getting back to that sense of passing on the torch, even though it is like really written into the script for them to have that father-son dynamic, and it's more so Quick just being young and, you know, really reactive and just really just risky and all over the place. Like, he's just ready to, you know, get payback, get back. They can't talk to us and handle us like that. Like, I'll shoot everybody. But what the hell am I supposed to put on your tombstone? Like, he died, but he ain't no punk bitch. No, we have to, you know, be smarter than that. We have to pace ourselves, read the room, you know, leave with a bang, but all leave, you know, still alive. Like, I really love that. I always felt like it could be applied to everyday life, and him passing that torch on as a comedian, because even though, you know, he is here doing a really good job performing, he was at that point, you know, later on in his career in dealing with illness. And Richard Pryor really did lead a dysfunctional, fast, gritty ass life. So just him kind of telling, you know, Eddie Murphy, hey, slow the fuck down, you know, calm all the way down. I love those aspects too. You know, I definitely don't like or want Bugsy Calhoun or fucking Cantone coming in here telling me what I need to do with my money, where I'm gonna go, and how I'm gonna conduct my business. I definitely do not think that you should trust a goddamn Dominique LaRue, because she could be a whole bitch that's gonna try to shoot you in your sleep after she fuck you. Like, yeah, we don't want any of that to happen. Like, think smarter. Loved it. Oh, but absolutely do not mistake Shoot Me in My Pinky Toe as the only funny, memorable scene from this movie. There are many, but goddamn Arsenio Hall. Let's get it, man. Let's do it for Tommy, man. Like, funny is a freaking understatement. Like, him crying and all the extraness, like, I never understood why, beyond maybe Coming to America and of course this film, he did not go on to do more as far as acting roles. I think, you know, his portrayal of Simi in Coming to America, and of course here, he gets like all of 2 seconds of screen time, but it is just so freaking, let's do it, man, let's kill it, man, let's do it for Tommy, man, you killed the wrong niggas brothers, man. Like, it is just too much. Now, of course, we know he had the Arsenio Hall show. I'm sure he's done a whole lot as far as production. I remember seeing him a lot on reality TV. But as far as just acting and performing, I really wish we got to see more of Arsenio Hall. Them letting the guns go off on accident in the car, shooting goddamn Junior in the back of the head. Goddamn, you shot Junior in the back of the head. It wasn't me, man. It was an accident. Pull up next to that nigga. Them letting off rounds and rounds of automatic goddamn weapons, and that one random ass nigga standing there with his little pew 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 ass pea shooter. What the hell are you doing with that? Pew pew. Don't you shoot that little motherfucker no more. This is the first instance that we get to see Quick actually really be Quick, and why he has his name, because effortlessly, without even trying, he lays motherfuckers out. But in turn, we also get the scene directly after this one that shows us that Quick may not be as grown and as smart and as savvy as he thinks he is, because he is falling for Miss Dominique LaRue and her feminine wiles. Oh my God, look at her little gun. This is so cute. I thought I was the only one who slept with a gun under my pillow. We have so much in common. Like, no, she about to shoot you. I killed her. Oh, yeah, you tore the pussy up, huh? No, man, I shot her ass. Like, but with our beautiful Jasmine got gone and shot, the buck does not stop there. The beauty does not stop there, because we have not been introduced to Sunshine yet. The beautiful Layla Rashawn. This is early Layla Rashawn, just walking all in slow motion over to Richie's ass. The comedy just continues to unfold, like the iconic shit of Richie calling up his wife. Yeah, hey baby, put your mother on the phone. Yeah, ain't never coming home no more. Like, just hanging up the fucking phone. Like, her just seducing him with the sunshine. I got a girl who's so bad, if you threw a pussy up in the air to turn into sunshine. You know, Richie, I really shouldn't stand outside for 30 minutes on the corner with all that stuff in my bag. You know, that plan for her to be naive. Meanwhile, they're scheming to get underneath Calhoun's skin, get closer to one of his drop boys. But when we have everything just come to a halt and Calhoun just burns his club to the ground, and it's just like, you know what? We're leaving, but we are not leaving quietly. We are leaving and going out with a bang, to the point that we can never ever return to Harlem again. Really giving us a switcheroo in the end with the storyline, just to show us just how not only business savvy that Sugar was, but just how smart and calculated and like 5 steps ahead of Calhoun that he was in the end. And you know, if we're gonna go out, not only am I leaving Harlem, but I'm gonna take all your money, you know, rigging the whole fight and all that good stuff to where it didn't really matter who won. He was gonna take all of his money in the end anyway. Having Calhoun's run interrupted because of the connection that it has with Lady Heroin, or even having the goddamn Sal's fat pasta ass follow them all the way to the empty bank vault, where they leave him in there to, you know, last on however much air is in there so he could take those short ass breaths. Even my favorite part, that maturity that we have on Quick's part to finally apologize to Vera and see her for who she really is. You know, I love that little old boy. You just get your narrow ass on out of this kitchen. I just love that. I just love me some Della Reese. Or even having Vera come in and try to be, you know, that traitor to Sugar with Calhoun, and just having, you know, hey, I ain't have nothing to do with that. I ain't no thief. I'm an honest hoe, and all my hoes is honest. I just love that aspect, because we have Calhoun fall for it so quickly, having no reason to expect any loyalty for anybody, and just accepting her to be that traitor, because you keep having his team or anybody associated with him continue to say throughout the movie, there is no loyalty in this is no trust, you know, come over to this side. Nobody can trust anybody, when in actuality, everybody who was on Sugar's side could trust him, and they were riding for each other all the way to the very end, when we have Calhoun's ass try to pay Sugar a visit, but what is that, velvet? Your ass gets blown the fuck up, because Sugar knew that your ass was gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe, and all we have to do now at this point is leave Harlem. And I love that shot of all of them standing there together, especially with so many of them having passed away at this point, and just kind of saying goodbye. Not in the sense of, you know, just saying goodbye to us, but that last frame of just all of them standing there together, all of these heights as far as Black Hollywood, comedy, just all of this star power that we just don't get anymore. Like, it's really, really great to look at. It just really almost feels like goodbye, with that sense of, boy, this sure is pretty to look at. Let's look at it one last time. Just that sense of this caliber of comedians, Black Hollywood, the whole set design, the wardrobe, the acting, everything that we love about this film. It will never be duplicated. We will never get this again. We will never see these men together again. Let's sit back and look at it one last time. Damn. Well, you guys, that was my review for Harlem Nights. I hope you enjoyed it. Please drop down and tell me what you thought about this film. Of course, if you liked and enjoyed the video, hit the like button, comment. I love responding to you guys. I hope you had as fun with this as I did making the video. As I said in my post, this was my 2nd time doing this video, which is always unfortunate, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video just the same. But I look forward to reading you guys' comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. I see you guys next time. Bye.